Hi, I'm Nishad and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento 2. In today's video tutorial, we'll be checking our updated plugin, that's the Magento 2 job board. So using this particular plugin, the Magento 2 web store admin would be able to manage the job postings within the Magento 2 web store, and on the storefront, the applicants would be able to apply to the different job openings as per the requirement there. So the customers need to access the job listing by tapping on the job link that is available in the header and the footer of the website there, and that would list up the different categories of the job listings there. Within each of the categories, there would be different job positions that are available, and the users or the applicants would be able to view the details of each of the job openings and can apply to the job openings as well. Apart from that, the admin in the backend panel would be able to create the different job categories, assign different jobs to the different categories there with the applications of the applicants for the different jobs there, and much more. So in today's video tutorial, we'll be checking the workflow at the applicant's end and the rest of the workflow at the admin's end. Kindly note that this particular plugin works for both the guest users as well as for the registered users of the Magento 2 web store. So let's get ahead and let's see how this Magento 2 job board works at the storefront and how the applicants would be able to apply to a particular job opening there, and then we'll be seeing the rest of the workflow at the admin's end thereafter. So right now you can see that I'm at the Magento 2 web store front end, and here in the header of the website you can see that we have a jobs link. The same jobs link is visible in the footer of the website as well. So as an applicant, if I want to check the jobs that have been posted within the Magento 2 web store, then I can tap here on the jobs link. After tapping on the jobs link, you can see that we are able to see the job board listing page. And this particular thing that you can see here, job board listing page, this content can be configured from the plugin's configuration settings. Apart from that, we also have a brief description about the same, and this can also be configured from the plugin's configuration setting in the admin backend panel, and that I'll be showing you in a while from now. You can also see that if you've already applied, you can check your job status. On the job listing page, you can check the job status as well. If you have applied to a particular job, then you get an application ID. That application ID needs to be entered here along with the email that you had used for applying to the job there, and then you can tap here on the check button to check the particular job application. So I'll be showing you that as well in the case of guest user as well. Apart from that, you can see different categories being created here, like tester category, PHP programmer, HR recruiting, so on and so forth. And under each category we have the different job what we say as the openings. Like for example, under tester we have the junior tester designation, senior product tester. Under PHP programmer we are having the designation or the available opening as senior programmer or senior PHP programmer with the experience required as 3 years, and salary that would be given is 12,000 per month. Now the salary can be set up as per month or per year from the plugin's configuration settings as well. Apart from that, for each of the openings you can see the job details as well. So for example, for the junior tester, if you want to view the job details, you can tap here on the job details, and this would bring up this pop-up wherein you can see the description of the particular opening, the eligibility, the skills required, the location where this job opening is available at, and so on and so forth. Apart from that, if you want to apply for the job, you can tap here on the apply for job, and that will bring up this particular pop-up wherein you have to fill in your personal information, your educational and professional information. Your job profile is already selected there. You have to select your resume, and then you can submit your application. Now first, let me show you how an applicant who's a guest user at the Magento 2 web store would be able to apply for the particular job opening there. So for example, I want to apply for the designation of junior tester here as a guest user. You can see that I have not logged into my Magento 2 web store account there. So I'm a guest user or a guest applicant right now. So what I'll do is I'll just tap here on the apply for job. Now in the case if I'm already registered at the Magento 2 store, then my first name, last name and email would be auto-filled. Now in the case of guest user, for example, let me enter the details here. First name John, last name Doe. Let me enter the email john@webcool.com. Let me enter the address here. Let me enter the qualification, Bachelor's of Engineering Information Technology. Let me choose the experience here, or the total experience. Let me enter the current position, junior tester. Let me correct this out. Current company xyz.com. Under the job profile, you can see that the position applied for is junior tester. Now here we can upload the resume depending upon the different file types that have been enabled by the admin from the plugins configuration settings. So let me tap here on the choose file. Let me upload a PDF file right now, and then let's tap here on the submit application button. As soon as we tap on the submit application, you can see that the application has been applied to successfully, and your unique ID is this. So you need to copy this unique ID if you want to check your job status on the job listing page here. So for example, I want to check my job status. I can tap here on the job status link that you can see on the job board listing page. So I can tap here, I can enter this particular application number or the unique ID that was generated there, and I can enter the john@webcool.com as my email address, and I can tap here on the apply or submit button. So you can see that your application is pending. Now if I log into the admin backend panel there, and I go to the job board and I go to view applications, here I'll find the junior tester position applied for, first name John, last name Doe, email, address, qualification, experience in years, position to which applied to, company, job status is pending. So from here we can view the particular application, and from here the admin can download the resume of the particular user or the applicant, and can view the particular resume of the applicant there, and can accordingly approve or disapprove the job status. So for example, let's approve it up and let's save the job application there. And after saving the job application, you can see the job status is approved. Now if I come back to the front end here and I check the job status, I enter the application ID and my email address and hit the check button, you can see that your application is approved right now. So this was in the case how the particular applicant who's a guest user would be able to apply to a particular job opening within the Magento 2 web store. Now let's log into the registered user account there, and for that let me enter the details here and let me log into that particular user's account. So I've been logged into the John Doe account here. So if I want to apply to a particular job opening, let's apply to the PHP programmer, I can view the details by tapping here. Here's the description, here's the eligibility, the skills required, and the location. So I can apply for the job by tapping on the apply for job. So here the first name, last name, and the email are auto filled. Then I can enter my address, I can enter my qualification, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. I'll just leave the current position and the current company there. The position applied for is senior PHP programmer. I'll upload one resume there, and I'll tap here on the submit application button. Now after the application has been submitted, you can see that we get a unique code, and this code can be used to check the job status in a quick way. Otherwise the registered users can go to their my account section as well, and under the my account section they'll find one applied jobs section, and under the applied jobs they'll find the complete listing of the jobs that they have applied to within the Magento 2 web store. So here you can see that the job status is right now pending for the same. Now if I go to the backend and I refresh the page here, right now I'm on job board with applications. So here you can see that John Doe, senior PHP programmer, this job status is pending. Let's view it out. I can view the resume of the applicant. Let me close that out. I can approve or disapprove it. Let's approve it up and save the job application thereafter. After saving the application, if I go back to the applicant's account panel option, that's the applied jobs here, and I refresh the page here, you can see that the job status right now is approved. So the applicant's job application has been approved, and then the rest of the further steps would be carried out as required there. So that was the workflow at the guest users or the guest applicants end, the registered users end, how they can apply to the jobs and how they can apply as per the requirement there. Now, after you have applied to the jobs there, you'll get the email notifications as well. So here you can see that I have one notification: your job application for senior PHP programmer has been received and under review process. Then hello John Doe, your job application for senior PHP programmer has been created by the admin and under review process, job status approved. So these type of emails and notifications are sent out to the applicant as well as to the admin of the Magento 2 web store for the respective job openings there. Now, after the successful installation of the Magento 2 job board, you'll find one option in the backend panel there, that's on the side panel, that's the job boards, and here you can manage the jobs, manage categories and view applications. Under view applications, you'll be able to view the particular applications that have been submitted for the different job opportunities there, as I've shown you already within this particular example there. And under the web application section here, the admin would be able to create the job application on behalf of the applicant as well. To do so, you have to tap here on the create job application button, and that will bring up this particular section, as you can see, where we can create the job application. And here you have to select the job, for example, senior PHP programmer, set up the name of the customer or the applicant there, for example, Smith Doe, his email address smith@webcool.com, his address, his educational qualifications, for example BEIT. Then you can upload a resume for the same, and you can set it as pending on approved or approved as per the requirement there. Let's set it as approved, and then you can tap here on the save job application to save the job application on behalf of the applicant there. So you can see that Smith Doe, first name last name, the application has been submitted on behalf of the applicant there as per the requirement, and the admin has created the job application on behalf of the applicant there from the admin backend panel under the job board web application section. Now, before you create any jobs, you have to manage the categories. So if I go to the manage categories section, here I'll be able to create the different categories. So for example, I've created a tester category, PHP programmer, HR recruiting, so on and so forth. You can create or you can manage the job categories there. To create a job category, you need to tap here on the create category, set up the name. For example, let's set it as UI designer. Sort order, let's set it as 3. It's enabled, save job category. So the particular category has been created. Now, how to add the jobs? You can go to manage jobs, and here you'll find the complete list of jobs that you've created for the different categories. The salary is offered, the status, and you have the edit option and the actions column for each of the edit jobs. To create a job, you just need to tap on the create job button on the top right hand corner, and that will bring up the create new job section where you have to give the job details. Here you'll first of all you have to select the job category. So you can see tester, PHP programmer, HR recruiting and UI designer. Then you can set up the job description, designer for e-commerce websites. Let me correct this out. Then you can set up the job description using the page builder there. You can drop a row there. You can choose the text element there of test description. I can apply the template. I can close it out. Job eligibility, for example, BE/UX design. Let me correct that out. Design. Job location, Singapore. Skills required, designer. Salary can be set as per annum or per month. If I set it as per month, we can set it up as per our own requirement. Years of experience required, the sort order, and we'll set it as enable, and we can save the job there. So I've saved the job. Now if I go to the front end there and I go to the jobs listing section, here you can see that the UI designer category is there, and the designation a designer for e-commerce website. The experience required 3 years, and the salary per month is 20,000 there. And from here we can view the job details. and if I want, I can apply for the job as well as per the requirement there, and I can upload and submit the particular application there, and then the admin can approve or disapprove the particular application. Now one more thing is there, under the job applications, you can also delete the applications by selecting a particular application and choosing the delete option, or you can approve or disapprove the applications as per your own requirement as well. So those were the three options: view applications, manage categories, and manage job section in the Magento 2 job plugins backend configuration settings here. And this is the job listing page that we saw, how the jobs appear to the customers or the applicants at the storefront under the jobs link in the header. That's available in the header as well as in the footer. So if I tap on that, that will bring up the job listing page. Now let's see the configuration settings, where we can set up this particular line and this description as well, and the rest of the configurations. So for that, what we'll do is we'll go through stores, then configuration. Under configuration, we'll go to job board, and here we have job board general settings and the job board transactional emails. Under the general settings, you can enable or disable this module by choosing a yes or a no. Then you have to give the admin name that would be used in email templates and other places where the admin name is required. Then you will set up the admin email ID that would be used in the job board transactional emails. Then you will set up the landing page head title. So we have set it as job board listing page. Job board listing page, you can set it up as per your own requirement. Then we have the job board content. Here we have set it as join our innovative and passionate company. So join our innovative and passionate company to grow and excel together. So you can configure it up. You can add links, images as well as per your own requirement. Then we have the allowed extensions for resume. So here you can enter the file types that can be used by the applicants for their resume, and you can enter the file type separated by comma, for example PDF, comma doc, comma text, comma JPEG or JPG. Then we have the job board transactional email. So here you can choose the default emails that would be sent out, or the default email templates that would be used to send the transactional emails to the admin as well as to the applicants there. So the very first one is the notification email to admin template. So this template sends the particular notification to the admin whenever a particular applicant applies to a particular job. Notification email to applicant template. So this template sends the particular content to the applicant when he applies to a particular job. Then we have notification email to admin created by admin template. So whenever the admin is creating a particular job or applying to a particular job posting, then in that case an email would be sent out to the admin. Notification email to applicant. Now in this case, notification email would be sent out to the applicant when the admin creates the job or applies to the job on behalf of the applicant there. Then we have the notification email to applicant created by admin template for approval or disapproval. So in this case, a notification email would be sent out to the applicant in case the job application has been approved or disapproved. In that case, you have to select the particular notification email to admin created by admin for approval or disapproval email template. And lastly, you just need to tap here on the save configuration button to save the configuration settings there. So yes, that was much about the Magento 2 job board, and I hope that this particular video helped you out in understanding the workflow of the Magento 2 job board extension there. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements regarding the same, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvdesk.com as well. Apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.